throwing a shot?
Outstanding. It was I guess the best word to put it, ugly game, and we executed fairly well early in the game. And then, we kind of got out of sorts there for a little bit, but our defense was able to pull it back together and just wouldn't let them get in the end zone. They can make all the snide comments and do all the things that they want to do. The bottom line is, they got beat 33-0. And, not all of them are pretty. Not all of them are textbook like you want them to be, all right? But this team is growing, and it's getting better. Do we got things we got to work on? Yes, 100%. But it's getting better, and that's the most important thing.
Well, you got a bye week this next week. Your team gets a chance to rest. What are you going to do with that week off?
It's like I just told them, it'll be a very fundamental week. Should be 4 quick practices. As long as we handle our business of getting better at little things, getting some guys who've got it nicked up and banged up, hopefully getting them well, for a stretch run. We got, 2 big ones coming when we get back with Randolph and Madison County. And, we're looking forward to that. But it should be a good week to rest and, mentally probably more than anything. I like the situations that we got put into tonight and how we responded.
Wow. Well, Coach, congratulations on another big win, big region win. Looks like Randolph, it may be coming into to that game undefeated, so that's going to be a huge game.
What we want.
It is, isn't it? Congratulations on the win, Coach. Steve, turn it over to you.
Thank you very much, Glenn Laird. That post-game interview with Coach Bob Godsey brought to you by SportsMed. 4-1 as we'll enter the bye week next week, but through 4 weeks, 4 wins for Madison Academy. 33-0 is your final score. Coming up next is the North Alabama High School Scoreboard Show. Scott and Chad will get you up to date on all the scores in Week 4 for my partner Glenn Laird, as well as Smokey Mike, as well as Scotty Stewart back at the studios. This is Steve Moulton signing off from R.D. Hicks Stadium as Madison Academy shuts out the Chiefs 33-0. Good night, everybody.
It's time for the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show. Now, here's Scott and Chad.
And welcome into the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show. You are now listening to us live on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. We thank our listening audience that's already been with us on 100.1 FM WLAY in Florence and Muscle Shoals, as well as 105.9 WKLS Gadsden and Anniston. They're set to joining us as soon as that Gadsden City Spain Park game goes final. I believe in that one has been a back and forth type of ball game. And what do we've got going on? We're going to try to get you a partial score on that one, but let's see if we can give you all a live listen to James Clemens at Huntsville High.
I think may have burned their last timeout. I think they did. 1:17 to go. Huntsville High takes a timeout. They need a turnover or something here to give their offense one more final shot. 45 to 40 right now, or excuse me, 43 to 40. It was a 2-point conversion for JC to Dante Snodgrass, but 43 to 40 in another shootout. The James Clemens Jets have responded, scored the last 8 points of this game. Huntsville High has really played well tonight, especially considering they were in a 14-0 hole. They really have played well. It's just they had that third turnover right there at the end of the game, had a young quarterback in, Stone Wallace injured, unfortunately, after that scramble that he had for about 5 yards. This Huntsville High team has really had some tough luck. Stone Wallace is having back-to-back the best games of his career. Actually, tonight I think played better than he did a week ago, and yet you don't have him on the field when you need him the most because of the injury. If you had him on the field there when it was 3rd down and 2, you got to like your chances of scoring and taking the lead on the James Clemens Jets.
2nd and 10 at their own 41. Power Wildcat again. 2 tight ends behind the offensive line on the right side and an offset back behind those 2 tight ends. Snodgrass. Snap. Now has to cut back to the left side, bringing him down at the ankles. That is Rodarius Hardy.
Rodarius Hardy brings him down, so it's going to sit down third down at about 6 or 7. So I think the Jets will let this clock run before they finally snap it, and so we are going to see them take their time here. Huntsville doesn't have any more timeouts.
All right, it looks like the James Clemens Jets are on their way to getting a win over Huntsville tonight. That one has been a close ball game all night long. James Clemens coming in, the 7th-ranked team in Class 7A, having to survive a close one against Huntsville. We'll get you the final score, and Drew DeArmond will join us later on the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show with all the recap of that one. We do have a final from Class 7A Region 4 that's gone final just a minute ago, and that is Sparkman notches the win over Austin 38-21. So what does that mean in Class 7A? Well, that means the Sparkman Senators remained perfect in region play. They moved to 3-0 in region play. Austin falls to 0-3 in region play. And I bring that up because Sparkman, the third team to start the night 2-0 in Class 7A Region 4. So they're now 3-0. Those wins have come against Albertville, Grissom, and now Austin. You have to go all the way back to 2014. That's when the Black Bears got off to a slow start. They are now 1-4 on the year with Jeremy Perkins. They lost a lot of offensive production last year, did the Black Bears, folks. They lost a lot of offensive production. They lost their starting quarterback, their starting running back. They lost their star wide receiver. Jeremy Perkins trying to do his best there to get that team moving. It's been slow. As for Sparkman, they had not beaten Austin in the River City since 2006. You've got to go all the way back to 2006. That's the last time Sparkman's gotten a win in the River City. They get it tonight, 38-31 over Austin. Do have a score update for you with 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, it's a little beyond that now. Bob Jones and Florence tied at 21 in the third quarter. The good news is, at about 10 minutes ago, the rain had stopped over in Florence. That is the good news. A little bit of weather delay kind of slowing things down over there in Florence. I know the Deschler-Brooks game was a little slow. The Florence-Bob Jones game has gotten off to some slow starts there. So we will keep you updated on all the action in the Shoals as it goes along. We did get a score. Now, if you want to join the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show, all you have to do is give us a call. 256-576-4977. And one of our fine staff members here on the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show staff, we have got the room full. We've got interns galore. We've got the pizza. We've got everybody here on hand tonight to get this show done. So give us a call, 256-576-4977, and give us your score. You can give us a reaction. You can give us thoughts on games. That is what we are here for all the way till 11 o'clock. Let's get our first break in of the night here on the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show. When we come back, we'll run it all down, all the scores for you.
When I chose a garage door company, I did my homework. I needed Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. They have a 5-star Google rating. I checked their reviews and liked what their customers had to say. Precision Overhead Garage Door has lifetime warranty packages. Same-day service if I call before 2 p.m. If they can't make it the same day, my service call fee the next day is waived. They did a 25-point safety inspection on the door and operator. Now that's peace of mind. Residential, commercial, and gate services. Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. Call 256-400-4500.
AVIQ. Who is AVIQ? AVIQ is audiovisual the intelligent way, where we put our IQ to work for your AV needs. With more than 100 years combined experience in audio, video, and automation, our team of experts is dedicated to one thing, helping you discover technological solutions that make your home special. Once you experience a game or a movie on one of our state-of-the-art home theater systems, you may never leave the house again. AVIQ can build the entire system for you or provide the quality components if you're a do-it-yourselfer. But AVIQ is more more than just home theater and state-of-the-art sound systems. We offer a variety of control options for home technology. Energy efficiency, heightened security, and improved quality of life are all attainable through the automation of home systems. Intuitive and user-friendly control is our main priority in designing a system that meets your needs. Don't just take our word for it. You need to see it to believe it. Come visit us at our state-of-the-art showroom on University, just east of Jim and Nick's, across from AT&T, or visit aviqhsv.com.
SportsMed is the official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. And if the pros trust SportsMed, you can too. SportsMed provides every service you might need for complete orthopedic care, specializing in orthopedic surgery, sports medicine, joint replacement, spine surgery, neurosurgery, and podiatry. And they offer their own brace shop, in-house full-body MRI, physical therapy, walk-in clinic, and so much more. 4 locations and on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
Kerry Rosenblum here with Rosenblum Realty, and we appreciate our MA family. Football season is back again, and we're here for your real estate needs. We've been also doing rental properties for many years. You may have a home that you need to lease out. You don't need the headaches. You need somebody to take care of it, make sure the repairs are done, keep the rent coming in, and screen the tenants. We can do all that for you at Rosenblum Realty, where we do property management services, or you can find a good home to rent as well. Call us at 256-539-9501. Put our years of experience to work for you.
Hi, this is Wes Neighbors. I'm here with Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Sam, tell the folks about Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Hey Wes, our company Fleming Roofing and Restoration specializes in commercial and residential roofing and repairs. I'm a 5th generation Huntsvillian, and our family's been doing construction business in Huntsville area since 1965.
Sam, what kind of roofs does Fleming Roofing and Restoration do?
Our guys are skilled enough. We can come out and address any kind of leaks or issues you might have on your commercial, on your metal roofing, on your shingles. We can do anything, and we can offer you a solution to repair it, or we can replace it.
Well, you guys also do insurance restoration.
Our staff has 10 plus years of experience as insurance adjusters, and we really do know the inside and out of the claims process at Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Check out Fleming Roofing and Restoration online at FlemingHSV.com, or you can call or text them at 256-651-9440.
Hey Wes, we show up.
Roll Tide, War Eagle, and yeah, you, the Vols fan. We got it all covered on the Tom Abraham Show.
97.7 ESPN, The Zone. Welcome back to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show with Scott Tyson. Now, here's Scott and Chad.
Welcome back to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show. And folks, what a night it has been for high school football. What a night it was to start the night as well. How about this? Are you ready for this number? At the start of the night, when the ball was placed on the tee at 7 o'clock, all across North Alabama, all across the state of Alabama, there were 69 teams undefeated heading into this week's games. 69 undefeated teams going into the week. 8 games this week, pitted teams that were undefeated. A couple of those right here in the North Alabama High School, the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show listening area. Southeastern visited Sandrock tonight. That was an undefeated matchup in Class 2A. We'll get you that one. Winfield played host to Susan Moore in Class 3A. We'll get you that one. In Class 4A, Claiborne County visited Handley. Handley's win streak was at 7, by the way. Your other undefeated teams entering tonight in the North Alabama area, you had Randolph enter the night 4-0. Hamilton started the night 4-0. You had Piedmont 3-0, Plainview 3-0. Lauderdale County was 4-0. Fife moved to 4-0. We'll talk about the Red Devils here in a minute. Brooks playing host to Deschler tonight. Brooks off to a 4-0 start. Central Florence off to a 4-0 start entering tonight. Class 6A, Arab started the night 4-0. Hartselle, they moved to 5-0 with their forfeit win over Columbia. Muscle Shoals, they moved to 5-0. They got that win over Athens tonight. We'll talk about that in a minute. James Clemens and Huntsville. James Clemens just going final. They moved to 5-0 with a thrilling 43-40 win over Huntsville. So that is the undefeateds. 69 teams started the night undefeated, and we'll run these scores down. Let's get you into some scores right now. How about some Class 7A scores?
Class 7A scores.
James Clemens over Huntsville tonight, 43-40. That one was a thrilling game. Huntsville took the lead with just over 5 minutes left to go in the game. James Clemens comes back, scores the final 8 points to pull out the win, 43-40. Sparkman over Austin. They get the win, 38-21. And as we mentioned, we're waiting on Bob Jones Florence. A little weather delay over there at Brawley Stadium. That one just going into the fourth quarter, tied at 21. Now, Class 7A Region 3, Gadsden City and Spain Park. How about that one? Gadsden City has dropped their first 2 region games. Okay? Both coming against ranked opponents. If you're going to play your first 2 region games and you look at the schedule and you have second-ranked Hoover and 9th-ranked Oak Mountain right out of the gates in region play, that's a tall task. Gadsden City dropped both of those. Spain Park coming in tonight also off to an 0-2 start in region play. The good news, if you're Gadsden City, you've been able to put points on the board. And you've been able to keep opponents out of the end zone because Gadsden City has outscored their opponents 92-71. Spain Park, on the other hand, they've not been able to keep the opponents out of the end zone, and they have not found the end zone a lot. Spain Park has been outscored 65-129 coming into the contest tonight. Good news if you're Gadsden City, they get the win over Spain Park 29-26. And if C.J. Miller had a big night for Gadsden City, the Titans scored 29 second-half points as they pull out the win over Spain Park now 29-26, and that is a monster win for Gadsden City. Let's take you inside the numbers there for Gadsden City because let's tell you why that is a big win for the Titans. If you look at the schedule, Gadsden City will now take on Oxford next week in a non-region contest. Then they'll close with those 4 region games. Tuscaloosa County will be at home on the 1st of October. And then you have a date with top-ranked Thompson on the 8th of October. Doesn't get any easier. Hewitt-Trussville looms right after that Thompson game, and then they close out the season with a region game at Vestavia Hills. So that was a monster game for Gadsden City tonight. Class 6A, let's get into some Class 6A.
Class 6A scores.
Class 6A Region 8, Decatur over Buckhorn, 16-14. Muscle Shoals gets by Athens, 27-13. Hartselle picked up a forfeit win over Columbia. Class 6A Region 7, it's Arab getting by Southside Gadsden tonight, 24-7. Springville nipping Scottsboro, 24-21. If you get back to that Muscle Shoals Athens game, the Trojans, by the way, came in tonight with the 7th-ranked scoring offense in Class 6A, averaging 40 points a game. Muscle Shoals did get by Athens last year. Remember, 31-29. Trey Stoddard had that 36-yard last-second field goal. It was one of the games of the year last year. This year, this one was This one was good. The Trojans now have won the last 7 meetings. They came in winning 6 straight in the series, make that 7 games. Athens does lead the overall series now, even after the loss tonight, 18-15. So that is what we have there. Buckhorn and Decatur, we mentioned how big of a game this was for Decatur. Decatur started the year winless. They came into this one winless, needing this one bad. They nearly had that win against Muscle Shoals. Let that one get away, did Decatur. Nearly won the River City shootout with Austin. They let that one get away. They don't let this one get away tonight against Buckhorn as they get the win 16-14. Springville and Scottsboro, we mentioned Springville gets that win 24-21. Just a short time left here to go in this first hour. Class 5A scores.
Class 5A scores.
All right, Class 5A Region 8, East Limestone over Brewer, 49-7. East Limestone stays perfect in region play with that 49-7 win. In fact, they moved to 3-0. I told you we had short time left in hour number 1, and I meant short time. I was not kidding. When we come back, we're going to tee it up for the full hour. We're going to go from 10 to 11. We're going to get you more scores. Man, I tell you what, our staff is cracking on the score sheets right now, writing them all down. We'll run them all down for you. We'll tell you the rankings. We'll tell you the region standings. We've got all kinds of good stuff for you on the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show. Going to roll on after this break.
Maybe the air doesn't blow like it should, or it's needing new tires, or you're just ready for something newer. It's time to move up, time to trade up. Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford, and it's the perfect time to trade in and trade up because your current car or truck is worth more than you know. In fact, we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't trade. We have nearly 100 Ford Blue Advantage certified pre-owned models to choose from. Our Ford Gold certified or low mileage gently used vehicles with great warranties. They've passed a 172-point inspection by certified technicians, come with a 24-hour roadside assistance, plus a full tank of gas and a fresh oil change. It's the perfect time to trade in and trade up because your vehicle is worth more right now at Woody Anderson Ford. Corner of Jordan Lane and Sparkman Drive. Hope to see you soon.
When I chose a garage door company, I did my homework. I needed precision overhead garage door service. They have a 5-star Google rating. I checked the reviews and liked what their customers had to say. Precision Overhead Garage Door has lifetime warranty packages. Same-day service if I call before 2 p.m. If they can't make it the same day, my service call fee the next day is waived. They did a 25-point safety inspection on the door and operator. Now that's peace of mind. Residential, commercial, and gate services. Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. Call 256-400-4500.
This is Wes Neighbors talking to Chris Haygood of Bob Wallace Appliance. Chris, what sets you apart from other appliance dealerships?
Wes, these appliances are going into the most used room in your house, your kitchen. The way we have these appliances displayed, it's easy for you to visualize how they'll look in your home. Wes, what sets us apart is the people. They're well trained. In fact, they live and breathe these appliances. And if you need service, you'll really appreciate our parts department.
Contact Bob Wallace Appliance at 256-533-2122.
WCZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone. It's time for the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show. Now, here's Scott and Chad.
All right, welcome back to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show. Scott Tyson, Chad Guasney with you tonight until 11. And as we mentioned, we have got a lot of partials going on simply because on the west side of our listening area, for all of our listeners on 100.1 FM WLAY in Florence, Muscle Shoals. A little bit of weather delay going on with some of those games. So we've got partial scores for you. We don't have final scores. A lot of games here in the central part of the North Alabama area have gone final, especially in the Sand Mountain. And for our listeners on 105.9 WKLS in Gadsden and Anniston, we've got a lot of finals your way as well. We're going to run all of them down here in just a minute. I'll tell you this, with 5 minutes remaining over at Brawley Stadium, Bob Jones is on top of Florence 23-21. That is one of the games that we are keeping an eye on, as well as Brooks and Deschler. With 11:54 left to go in the fourth quarter, Brooks on top of Deschler 35-7. So this is just a couple of the games that we are keeping an eye on tonight here on the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show. What a night it is. We mentioned that 69 teams started the night undefeated. How many will end that way? We'll let you know when we are all said and done. One of the games that has gone final a few minutes ago, well, about 30 minutes ago, Guntersville moves to 3-0 in region play tonight as they get by Douglas 58-6 on the road. One of the Guntersville Wildcats and their head coach, Lance Reese, kind enough to join us here on the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline right out of the gates as we get started with our second hour. Coach Reese, good to have you on, and congratulations on staying perfect in region play tonight.
Yeah, thanks. It was good to go on the road and get a big region win at Douglas.
Well, let's break down the game for us and who kind of stood out and who had some big-time performances.
Our quarterback, Cole McCarty, was 11 of 14, 200 yards passing, 4 touchdown passes. He also had 1 rush for 51 yards and a touchdown. Logan Pate, senior running back, had 9 carries for 96 yards and a touchdown. And then we had an outside linebacker, Braden Graham, who had a pick 6. So we were able to kind of take control of the game in the first half. In the second half, we got all of our younger guys in. So anytime you can play everybody and get a win, it's always a good night.
Coach, you look at the schedule now for you. It's not a region game, but next week you make that trip, another road game at Madison County in what has become a nice little rivalry game. It still has been a rivalry game over the years, but a road trip out of region with Madison County next week.
Yeah, that's always a big game for us. Like we had actually been in the region with Madison County for a number of years, and then when we went to 5A and they were 4, we decided to continue to play. Last year, Madison County was a top 10 team all year. They've always got tremendous athletes and a lot of speed, so it's always a challenge to play those guys, and I know it will be next week as well.
Well, Coach, it's a 4-game win streak tonight. It's officially a win streak when I think you hit 4 games, and, man, something's been going right over these last 4 games.
Yeah, you're right, and looking back at it, we beat Arab and Fairview, 2 teams that have only lost 1 game, and that was to us. So they're having really good seasons, and we got off to a rough start against Hanley, who's the defending 4A state champions, and really proud of our guys that went back to work, and we feel like we've really improved a lot that first game of the season.
Yeah, that Hanley game coming in the Champions Challenge in Guntersville, and what did you take away? What did you learn from your team? Obviously, the guys learned a lot too. Sometimes it's tough to play a big game like that out of the gates. What did you learn from your team from week 1 that you may have seen the difference now that you've gone into week, I guess you could say 5?
Yeah, we had, such a big game early. We had to put in a lot of our offense, defense, special teams, and I felt like we had a lot of things in from a schematic standpoint, but we weren't doing things right. So after the Hanley game, we kind of went back and took almost a spring training attitude and looked and made sure we were fundamentally sound in what we were doing instead of just trying to put in new plays and new schemes. So kind of cut things back against Arab, and then we've slowly been adding more as we go and trying to get things back on track.
Well, Coach, we won't keep you. We'll let you go on a Friday night because we know you want to enjoy time with your family, enjoy this game a little bit, and look forward to next week's game with Madison County because game prep start, I imagine, tonight or tomorrow morning. But again, congratulations on the win tonight against Douglas.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, Lance Reese, the head coach of the Guntersville Wildcats, with that win tonight over Douglas, 58-6, as they remain perfect in region play. He mentioned that. They did get that win to kick off region play against Fairview, a 34-19 win. They backed that up with a 58-0 shutout win over Crossville. And then tonight, they get a 58-6 win over Douglas, did the Guntersville Wildcats, as they move to 3-0 in region play. And we mentioned next week they are at Madison County. All right, let's reset the whole thing for you. It's been a few minutes since we've ran them all down. I know we've got some new ones, so let's get through the scores, and let's start with Class 7A.
Class 7A scores.
All right, James Clemens a winner over Huntsville tonight, 43-40. The Jets, who came in tonight as the 7th-ranked team in Class 7A, had to sweat this one out a little bit. It was homecoming for the Crimson Panthers, and James Clemens does get the win, 43-40. They score the game's final 8 points to pull away for that win. Sparkman gets the win over Austin tonight, 38-21, and that is a big one because Sparkman remains perfect in region play as well as they move to 3-0 with that win against Austin. It's been a long season for head coach Jeremy Perkins and company and the Black Bears. Austin now falls to 0-3 in region play. Bob Jones Florence, we mentioned this one was going on, and it was going on late. We will get you a partial score with 2:34 left. Bob Jones continues to lead Florence 29-21. Class 7A Region 3, Gaston City. How about this? The Titans scored 29 second-half points as they come back to get the best of Spain Park, 29-26. We talked about how big of a game that one was for you. And we were waiting for the rest of Class 7A Region 3 to finish. Hoover Oak Mountain, Hewitt Trussville, Thompson, and Tuscaloosa County, Vestavia Hills. Let's get you into Class 6A.
Class 6A scores.
All right, Class 6A Region 8, Coleman and Hazel Green. Coleman gets the best of the Trojans tonight, 29-21. And it's Hartzell getting that 1-0 shutout win, or I should say a forfeit win over Columbia. Buckhorn and Decatur. Decatur gets that win, and Muscle Shoals gets the win over Athens. So if you are trying to keep track of your region standings right now in Class 6A Region 8, they do look like this. I'm trying to give them to you up to date as we speak. Hartzell and Muscle Shoals remain perfect at 3-0 on the season in region play. This is just region play. Athens falls to 2-1. And then you have Coleman, who's now 2-1 in region play. Buckhorn falls to 1-2 in region play, as is Decatur at 1-2. And Columbia falls to 0-3. Hazel Green also falling to 0-3 in region play. So that is your Class 6A Region 8 up to the minute region standings. Class 6A Region 7 scores for you from this evening. Arab gets by Southside Gadsden 24-7. So that was a huge monster game as far as region standings go, because Arab came into this one perfect on the season in region play, 3-0. Southside Gadsden came in perfect with 2-0 in region play. Arab got by Scottsboro 35-0 last week. Southside beat Oxford 35-17. Both teams came in tied for first place. This matchup pitted the number 4 and number 5 scoring defenses in Class 6A. Arab was giving up just 9 points a game. Southside 11.3. The Arab Knights already had 2 shutouts this season. First-year Southside coach Mike Holcomb, he was 1-1 against Arab during his time at Crossville. You got to go back to 2016, 2017 when Holcomb was at Crossville. Southside does lead that overall series 12-10-3 coming into tonight, but it is Arab getting that win 24-7. So Arab taking the lead in Class 6A Region 7. They are perfect now, 3-0. Southside Gaston falls to 2-1. It is Springville notching their first region win of the year as they get by Scottsboro 24-21. Tough luck for Scottsboro. They fall to 0-3 in Class 6A region play. Now we stay in Class 6A Region 7. It is Oxford netting the 35-10 win. So you give Oxford now a 2-1 region record, and Pell City falls to 0-2. Let's get into some Class 5A scores.
Class 5A scores.
All right, Class 5A Region 8, Russellville blanks Lawrence County 43-0. It's May Jemison over Lee 28-22. East Limestone stays perfect in region play with their 49-7 win over Brewer. Class 5A Region 7, Boaz 28, Sardis 0. Fairview 49, West Point 21. It's Gunnersville over Douglas 58-6. Class 5A Region 6, Lincoln over St. Clair County 14-0. It's Center Point over Moody 40-11. Hayden blanks Leeds 41-0. Alexandria over Corner 51-15. All right, Chad, Class 4A scores. We need some.
Class 4A scores.
All right, headed into Class 4A Region 6. We got
Region 8. Class 4A Region 8. Priceville Wilson.
I don't even have that one yet, so I don't have any of that. I don't even have that whole section
Okay,
yet.
well, that would explain.
I'm behind right now.
Brooks and Deschler. Remember, Brooks and Deschler, weather delay, so that would explain why we don't have that one. Rogers Central Florence, probably also in a weather delay. They had weather delays earlier out there in the Shoals. Our good buddy Craig Thomas from the Times Daily was going to join us right out of the gates at 9:30. He is covering the Brooks Deschler game, but texted us and said, hey guys, going to have to sit this one out this week because of the weather and this one getting into a late start.
Well, here we go. Actually, as we speak right now, I got an update right now. West Limestone is a winner over West Morgan, 31-14.
All right, so West Limestone does improve to, they do get the win tonight, 31-14. That one was a big one for West Limestone because West Morgan had already matched its win total from each of the past two seasons. West Limestone's Colin Patterson, yes, that is the son of former hockey player in North Alabama of the Huntsville Channel Cats. Patterson, former Huntsville Havoc player, Huntsville Havoc and Channel Cat player. His son, Colin Patterson, threw for 246 yards, 2 touchdowns against Central. The Wildcats allowed 410 rushing yards last week, but West Limestone now improves to 3-1. West Morgan falls to 3-2. Both teams enter the night 1-1 in Class 4A Region 8. That was part of a four-way tie for second place. So West Limestone getting that edge tonight, 31-14.
And as you were explaining that we have another update as well in Class 4A Region 8. Central Florence wins a close one over Rogers, 21-17.
All right, I butchered that West Limestone, West Morgan story. I knew where I was going with that, and I butchered that really bad. I do apologize to everyone for that one. I tried telling a story, and I failed miserably. All right, Class 4A Region 7, it is Westminster Christian Academy 24, DAR 22. Madison Academy, as you heard, in North Alabama on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Victors tonight over North Jackson. What was that final?
33-0.
Okay. Steve Moulton was calling that game for 97.7 ESPN The Zone. We had started the scoreboard show, so I did not get a chance to hear it. What about a St. John Paul II New Hope final?
Yeah, a lot of defense in this game. New Hope, a winner, 14-7.
All right, that one was a close one there. Randolph improves to 5-0 for the first time in school history with that win over Madison County, 35-21. Class 4A Region 6, it's Aniana over Dora, 24-9. Do we have a final on Hansville Good Hope yet?
Yes, we do. Good Hope a winner, 47-28 over Hansville.
Okay. Etowah blanks Asheville, 28-0. And how about this for Etowah? They improved to 3-0 in region play. So good news there for the Etowah Blue Devils. They get that win. They are now 3-0 in region play, and we're going to take you inside the numbers there for that one. That one was big because I say that one was big. But Etowah now moves to 3-0. Asheville came in, and they now 0-3 in region play, still in search of that first region. Going into tonight, Etowah had outscored their opponents 82-56. They were averaging 27 points a game. They don't disappoint tonight. They scored 28 in that win over Asheville. Class 4A Region 5, Chad, Northside Hamilton. Have we seen a final on that?
We do have a winner. Northside was a winner, 40-18 over Hamilton.
All right, what about Haleyville and Gordo?
Yes, Gordo all over Haleyville, 38-0.
All right, a shutout win there for Gordo. And Fayette County and Oak Grove.
28-0 Fayette County.
All right, I can tell you Cherokee County gets a shutout win over White Plains tonight, 40-0. Jacksonville and Munford meeting.
35-12, Jacksonville the winner.
All right, Jacksonville off to that good start. Class 3A Region 8, Elkmont, Lauderdale County.
Lauderdale County blanks Elkmont 54-0.
All right, we can tell you East Lawrence gets a 20-7 win over Danville this evening. Clements and Colbert Heights.
Close one, 20-12, Colbert Heights over Clements.
All right, and Sylvania at home tonight, taking on Collinsville, and this one all Rams. They get the win 35-7. Geraldine and Plainview. Geraldine 6 better than Plainview tonight, 26-20. All right, let's slide into some Class 3A scores.
Class 3A scores.
All right, Class 3A Region 6, Susan Moore and Winfield.
Winfield was a winner, 48-7 over Susan Moore.
All right, Tarrant and Vinemont playing each other. Vinemont at home tonight.
Vinemont blanks Tarrant 49-0.
All right, Oakman playing host to J.B. Pennington.
Actually, just got this one in just a second ago. Oakman 27, J.B. Pennington 13.
All right, Holly Pond and Carbon Hill. We have a Holly Pond Carbon Hill final.
6 points different. Carbon Hill 30 over Holly Pond 24.
Okay, Class 3A Region 5, Pleasant Valley on the road at Walter Wellborn tonight.
Walter Wellborn all over Pleasant Valley 57-8.
All right, Piedmont and Weaver.
The first 70 bomb I think I've seen tonight, 70-13 over Weaver.
And Sachs and Ohatchee.
In a close one, Sachs is a winner, 16-7 over Ohatchee.
All right, Hoax Bluff on the road at Glencoe tonight.
Hoax Bluff goes on to blank Glencoe, 48-0.
And then Class 2A Region 8 for our friends over there in WLAY. A lot of interest in a lot of these games. Sheffield and Lexington.
Actually, just got this one in as well. Lexington is a winner, 32-14 over Sheffield.
All right, I can tell you Red Bay gets by Tharptown 54-7. Colbert County and Hatton meeting each other at Hatton tonight.
Very, very close one. A very close game. Colbert County 25, Hatton 24.
All right, Class 2A Region 7, it's Eider over Section by 1, 41-40. Pisgah all over Whitesburg Christian, 56-14. It's Tanner getting by North Sand Mountain, 14-6. Class 2A Region 6, Gaston on the road at West End tonight.
Still says 53-8 in the fourth quarter, but
Okay.
it looks like West End will probably pull out the winner on that one.
We're keeping an eye on that one. Sandrock and Southeastern. This was one of the unbeaten matchups.
And it's Southeastern, a winner, 32-28 over Sandrock.
It didn't disappoint. Westbrook Christian over Locust Fork, 41-13. Cleveland over Spring Garden, 20-13. Class 2A Region 5, Aliceville 37, Cold Springs nothing. It's Winston County 14, Addison 8. Class 1A scores.
Class 1A scores.
All right, Class 1A Region 8, Waterloo playing on the road at Vina tonight. Have we seen a final in that one?
Yes, Waterloo all over Vina, 46-0.
Phillips playing host to R.A. Hubbard.
I actually cannot find a score with them together.
256-576-4977. Decatur Heritage 46, Shoals Christian nothing. Hackleburg and Cherokee.
Hackleburg a winner over Cherokee, 40-8.
Class 1A Region 7, it's Tryon of Georgia blanking Cedar Bluff 49-0. Valley Head welcoming Galesville tonight.
Hey, there was plenty of offense in this game. Valley had a winner, 64-42 over Galesville.
Summerton Christian blanking Woodville tonight, 48-0. Appalachian and Coosa Christian.
42-32, Coosa Christian over Appalachian.
And then we've got Pickens County and Lynn.
We've got a winner. Pickens County 28, Lynn 7.
All right, a couple Thursday night scores to pass along for you. Albertville gets the best of Grissom last night, 34-27, and it's Fife over Brindley Mountain, 56-0. All right, the time is 10:21. Let's hit the pause button for you. All around the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show. We'll get back to more scores and your reaction after this.
Brooks & Collier has always been about making the most of your outdoors. Our lush greenhouse and new furniture ideas will inspire you, but we're also about value. Our brands are so handsome, they'll make themselves comfortable inside or out, and so well made, they'll weather the weather for many years to come. Our staff can consult you on the right choices, and Lucy for sure can show us the sofa that's the most comfortable. Make the most of your outdoors. Meridian Street and at brooksandcollier.com.
I'm attorney Gary Lackey. You know, you'll hear people say we're like a family, but here at the Lackey Law Firm, that's really true, not just a saying.
I'm Justin Lackey. With my father and my sister, we have a special connection to each other.
I'm Jennifer Lackey. At the Lackey Law Firm, when we take on your case, you become part of our family. You really do.
And we'll always do whatever it takes to get everything you deserve.
If you're injured, you worry about getting well, not about paperwork or insurance companies or figuring out how to get to your lawyer's office. I'll come to you.
We worry about your case so you don't have to.
When you've been injured, we know that your case is probably the biggest thing going on in your life. More important than almost anything else.
And it's important to us too, for one simple reason. Family takes care of each other, and at the Lackey Law Firm, we'll take care of you.
The Lackey Law Firm. The Lackey Law Family. 1-800-4-RIGHTS.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
TOC Sports has been there for you. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what does that mean? It means for more than 20 years, Alabama's largest orthopedic group has been there providing coverage and care to more schools and student athletes in the Tennessee Valley than any other group. It means whether you are the star football player, the all-region volleyball ace, or someone who hurt their knee in a weekend pickup basketball game, TOC Sports physicians are proud to have the opportunity to care for all your orthopedic needs. It means for parents, coaches, athletes, desk jockeys, or even weekend warriors, TOC Sports physicians continue to meet and exceed the orthopedic and sports medicine needs of our community. But most importantly, during these challenging times, we're here for you now, and will continue to be here. So as long as there are players on the field, games to be played, and contests to be won, the orthopedic specialists from TOC Sports will be ready to help. We don't know what the future holds, but you can count on the TOC Sports team to stay committed to you, so you can stay in the game. Call 256-539-2728 today and ask to see a TOC Sports physician. Check them out online, also Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Maybe the air doesn't blow like it should, or it's needing new tires, or you're just ready for something newer. It's time to move up, time to trade up. Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford, and it's the perfect time to trade in and trade up because your current car or truck is worth more than you know. In fact, we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't trade. We have nearly 100 Ford Blue Advantage certified pre-owned models to choose from. Our Ford Gold certified or low mileage, gently used vehicles with great warranties. They've passed a 172-point inspection by certified technicians, come with a 24-hour roadside assistance, plus a full tank of gas and a fresh oil change. It's the perfect time to trade in and trade up because your vehicle is worth more right now at Woody Anderson Ford. Corner of Jordan Lane and Sparkman Drive. Hope to see you soon.
And now, another out-of-context moment from the Tom Abraham Show that sounds dirty.
I was actually trained as a plumber, so I know my way around a pipe here and there.
Stay tuned for more from Tom on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Welcome back to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show with Scott Tyson. Now, here's Scott and Chad.
Indeed, welcome back to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline. And we mentioned before the break, I mentioned before the break that we had a couple Thursday night scores for you. We mentioned that Albertville got by Grissom 34-27. And I mentioned that Fife got a shutout win over Brindley Mountain 56-0. This is the part of the program where we do our Fife update. And this one is pretty simple because Fife, with that win last night, now has won 49 straight games. That ties them with Tuscaloosa of the 1926 through 31 Tuscaloosa High School fame for the third longest winning streak in the Alabama High School Athletic Association state history. 49 in a row. Now, if they can get a win next week, they will tie Verbena, who had a 50-game win streak from 1950 to 1954, and then they need just 6 more wins to tie Clay County, who had a 55-game win streak from 1994 to 1997. If they can win 7 more games this year, they will have the all-time consecutive win streak at 56 games. So we'll keep an eye on that throughout the rest of the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline. Now, there are some schools that are on the cusp of milestone wins. Aniana is 4 wins away from 700 entering this evening. We'll let you know if they inch closer to that as well. Fort Payne is 4 games away from playing the school's 1,000th career game. Lawrence County as well. At the start of the night, they were 4 games away from playing their 1,000th career game. So just a couple milestones there to keep on the lookout for the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show. Just some records that we're keeping an eye on throughout the way. I want to welcome all of our listeners on 97.7 ESPN The Zone, 100.1 FM WLAY Florence and Muscle Shoals, as well as 105.9 WKLS Gadsden and Anniston. Thank you for tuning in to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline. While we were gone over break, we have our last final in Class 7A Region 4, and that is Bob Jones knocking off Florence tonight, 29-21. So, as we do the up-to-date numbers for you in Class 7A Region 4, Bob Jones, this is how it all looks now. Kind of putting all the numbers in here. James Clemens and Sparkman. Sparkman got the win tonight over Austin. It is James Clemens and Sparkman, the 2 unbeaten teams left in Class 7A Region 4 at 3-0. Florence falls to 2-1. As Bob Jones improves to 2-1 in region play. And I tell you what, if you're Bob Jones, you're feeling some kind of way because you nearly had James Clemens. You fell to them in overtime. You nearly had James Clemens. James Clemens nearly falls again tonight to Huntsville. They escaped. They were lucky to escape tonight, 43-40. Sparkman, that 38-21 winner over Austin. So it's James Clemens leading the way with Sparkman, both 3-0. Florence 2-1. Bob Jones 2-1. Huntsville 1-2. You've got Austin and Grissom at 0-3, and Albertville 1-2 in region play. All right, Class 7A Region 3 we go. And Gadsden City, how about this? Scored 29 unanswered points. Oh, they scored 29 points in the second half. Not unanswered, but they scored 29 points in the second half to get a come-from-behind win over Gadsden City, or Spain Park, I should say, 29-26. Let's get into some Class 6A Region 8 scores.
Class 6A scores.
All right, Hazel Green and Coleman tonight. This one was a big one. Coleman gets the win 29-21. Coleman improves to 2-1 in region play. Hazel Green falls to 0-3 in Class 6A Region 8. Hartselle, we mentioned, they got that forfeit win over Columbia. They moved to 3-0. So the other team that entered the night perfect, there were 3 teams in Class 6A Region 8 that started the night perfect in region play. Hartselle, Muscle Shoals, and Athens. Both of those, all 3 of those, started the night perfect. Muscle Shoals and Athens meeting each other. And it is Muscle Shoals 27, Athens 13. They get the win there. So it's Muscle Shoals and Hartselle perfect atop region play. And if you look at the Class 6A rankings right now, Hartselle coming in at number 6 in Class 6A. Muscle Shoals, despite moving to 5-0 on the year, not receiving any votes in the Class 6A poll. Not one vote. I imagine that is going to change this coming week. It has to change. And that'll be a top 10 matchup when they meet on the calendar. And let's take a look and let you know when Muscle Shoals and Hartselle will face off against each other on the calendar, because that is going to be a must-see ball game. And you're going to have to wait till the 8th of October to find this one, as Hartselle will make the trip to Muscle Shoals. So what's up next for Muscle Shoals? Well, they have a bye week next week. Muscle Shoals will be off. And if you're looking at Hartselle, the Tigers will travel to Russellville next week before, they're playing host to Russellville next week before playing host to Athens the week before they take on Muscle Shoals. Class 6A Region 7 scores. Oh, my bad. It was Buckhorn falling to Decatur tonight, 16-14, another 6A Region 8. Class 6A Region 7, it was Arab 24, Southside Gadsden 7. That was a battle of unbeaten teams in region play. Both teams coming in 2-0 in region play. Arab now improving to 3-0. Southside Gadsden falling to 2-1 in region play. Springville notches their first region win as they keep Scottsboro winless in region play, 24-21. It's Oxford improving to 2-1 in region play as they get the 35-10 win over Pell City. All right, Chad, Class 5A Region 8, what do we've got?
Going down.
Class 5A
I wouldn't do that early.
scores.
All right, going down through 5A Region 8, Russellville a winner, blanking Lawrence County 43-0. Just down the street right from the studio right here, May Jemison a winner 28-22 over Lee. East Limestone all over Brewer 49-7.
All right, Class 5A Region 7, Boaz slips by Sardis tonight 28-0. Fairview and West Point. West Point still looking for that first region win, and they're still looking for it as Fairview improves to 2-1 in region play, 49-21. It's Gunnersville improving to 3-0 in region play, 58-6. In Class 5A Region 6, Lincoln County blanks St. Clair County 14-0. Center Point 40, Moody 11. Hayden 41, Leeds nothing. And Alexandria over Corner 51-15. Class 4A, Chad.
Class 4A scores.
All right, and I'm still looking for that Priceville-Wilson score, so if you do have it out there, please reach out to us. Going on down to West Limestone and West Morgan. West Limestone a winner 31-14. Brooks all over Deschler 42-14. And in a close one, Central Florence beats Rogers 21-17. Moving on to Class 4A Region 7. In a very close one, Westminster was down in this game. Come back to win over DAR 24-22. Over on a game you can hear on 977 ESPN, Madison Academy all over North Jackson 33-0. And another close one, New Hope 14, St. John Paul II 7, and Randolph 35, Madison County 21. Going down to Class 4A Region 6, Aniana 24, Dora 9. Good Hope 47, Hanceville 28, and Etowah blanks Asheville 28-0. Now moving down to Class 4A Region 5. Northside a winner 40-18. Gordo blanks Haleyville 38-0. Fayette County blanks Oak Grove 28-0. And as we move along Class 4A, we go down to Region 4. Cherokee County blanks White Plains 40-0. And Jacksonville beats Munford 35-12.
All right, so there's some of your scores there in Class 4A Region 4. How about some Class 3A scores, Scotty? Let's fire that missile.
Class 3A scores.
All right, let's hit the pause button real fast on our Class 3A scores, because when we get a coach that calls into the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline, we're going to go straight out to him. And that is the case because his team, a 29-21 victor tonight over Florence. That would be the Bob Jones Patriots head coach, Kelvis White, joining us on the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline. Coach, congratulations tonight. Mother Nature tried throwing everything at you guys, but Florence and Wade Waldrop threw everything at you as well, but you're able to prevail.
That's right. I'm proud of my guys. They, they played for 4 quarters and they never gave up, and we were the more physical team, and we went out there and we got it done when we needed to get it done.
Well, Coach, talk about what went right for you tonight and who kind of stepped up for you.
Well, our running game, and of course that starts with our offensive line. We absolutely dominated the line of scrimmage. And Terrence Salter, our running back, he carried the mail tonight. And our defense, our defense stepped up, made some big stops, and were able to control the line of scrimmage on that side of the ball too. And we got some big turnovers. So again, overall, we had some mishaps in the special teams we got to improve on. But offensively and defensively, I think we played pretty well.
And if you look at the region standings tonight, there was a lot of jockeying going around. But more importantly, you guys moved to 2-1 in region play. That was a huge road region win.
That's right, and that's the goal. Like I told the guys, we kind of control our own destiny, get into the playoffs. And again, I think we're playing our best football right now. And again, and to get a big region win over a well-coached, really good Florence team, I think that was huge for our guys.
All right, so up next for the Bob Jones Patriots, Coach, you get a home game out of region as you will welcome Auburn to town, the third-ranked team in Class 7A.
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, so, again, just a great opportunity. We talk about being a state championship team, and we get an opportunity to compete against a state championship caliber team. and Auburn. So, again, it's a great measuring stick for our program. Our kids here got to go out there and play hard and, and take advantage of some opportunities that they give us. But I hadn't watched any film on them, but I'm sure they're a really good football team. So we're just going to go enjoy this one.
All right, Coach, well, I tell you what, let's let you get to enjoying some film. The bus ride back home, I can imagine, is what we're doing now. So thank you for spending some time with us. And, again, congratulations on the 29-21 win. Bob Jones, a 29-21 winner over Florence tonight. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
All right, that's Bob Jones, head coach Kelvis White, joining us on the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline as his Patriots a winner tonight, 29-21. All right, let's get out to the Neighbors Wealth Management hotline real fast before the break, and let's get a score update from Tennessee. Craig joining us with the Fayetteville City School recap. Good evening, Craig.
Hey, good evening, Scott, Chad. How y'all?
Doing good. What do we got tonight?
Yeah, well, we went up to Lynchburg, played Moore County in another region game tonight. So, defending state champions, Fayetteville City High School, come out victorious 52-31 tonight in a big region win. Started out a little slow, but finished up fast. We was out our top running back, KJ Jackson, tonight, who had a little bit of leg problems, but he'll be back. But still got 52 points. So, continued 12th straight win now, dating back to October the 16th of last year. For the Fayetteville City Tigers, ranked number 2 in the state in the Associated Press, and the defending state champions continue to roll.
Awesome. Well, good job there. And real fast, what's next? And what do we got next week? And what's the prognosis for the team?
Yeah, next week we've got back home at Tiger Hill here in Fayetteville and playing Collinwood, which is another region game. So should be Collinwood's won, I think, maybe one game. They was in a battle tonight with Cornersville. I didn't get the final score. But anyway, should be a good game at home, 7 o'clock next Friday night, another region game. It's Collinwood.
All right, Craig. Well, we thank you for the update, and best of luck to Fayetteville City next week.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Good job, Scott and Chad. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks. That's Craig helping us out each Friday up there at Fayetteville City. Let's get a break in. When we come back, we're going to wrap up the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show, giving you some more scores from around the area.
Never mind fall and football being in the air. We want to taste it.
And never mind not being able to tailgate at the game. Let's create the ultimate barbecue experience in your own backyard.
You said it, Foster Brooks, and that's where Brooks & Collier comes in. Big selection of outdoor furniture.
And a big selection of grills and smokers like Traeger, Big Green Egg, Blaze, even DCS, and more.
This is the good stuff.
And Paul, we definitely got the accessories. And remember, we deliver. Visit us at 813 Meridian Street and shop online at brooksandcollier.com.
Maybe the air doesn't blow like it should, or it's needing new tires, or you're just ready for something newer. It's time to move up, time to trade up. Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford, and it's the perfect time to trade in and trade up because your current car or truck is worth more than you know. In fact, we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't trade. We have nearly 100 Ford Blue Advantage certified pre-owned models to choose from. Our Ford Gold certified or low mileage, gently used vehicles with great warranties. They've passed a 172-point inspection by certified technicians, come with a 24-hour roadside assistance, plus a full tank of gas and a fresh oil change. It's the perfect time to trade in and trade up because your vehicle is worth more right now at Woody Anderson Ford. Corner of Jordan Lane and Sparkman Drive. Hope to see you soon.
Hey, this is Justin with the Furniture Factory Bar and Grill. We'd like to invite you to North Alabama's premier patio bar and grill, where at the factory, we have something going on each and every night. Monday night, steak night. Tuesday night, karaoke. Wednesday night, the Jeep community comes out for Jeep Jam. Thursday, it's bike night, the biggest in the valley. Friday and Saturday, live concerts on our 4,000 square foot patio, along with drink specials and a beautiful staff. What are you waiting on? We will see you at the Furniture Factory Bar and Grill.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
Are you in the market for a recreational vehicle? Do you want to get out and see more of this beautiful country? Well, imagine hearing the laughter of your little ones enjoying gooey s'mores by a cozy campfire and making lasting memories with your friends and family from the comfort of a new camper. We can make your dreams come true at Hall's RV. With over 15 years in the camping business, we know how to get our customers into the perfect camper. We have several models and floor plans here for you to choose from, both new and used. We're family owned and operated with fantastic deals and great service. Everyone wants to work with people they can trust, so come on down to Hall's RV and get the deal of a lifetime. We'll treat you right and get you on the road in the camper of your dreams. Visit us on Highway 431 in Albertville. Hall's RVs, where we sell fun. Or see us on the web at www.hallsrvsales.com.
Leaving his mark on sports talk radio with a paddle.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Join West Neighbors weekday afternoons on The Drive, 97.7 ESPN, The Zone. Welcome back to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show with Scott Tyson. Now, here's Scott and Chad.
And welcome back to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline. Because it's been just a few minutes since we've had a rundown of the scores, let's get you caught up on all of the action from this evening. Class 7A, we go, Scotty. Class 7A.
Class 7A scores.
It's James Clemens over Huntsville 43-40. Bob Jones gets by Florence 29-21. Sparkman over Austin 38-21. And then in Class 7A Region 3, we told you about this. Gadsden City scores 29 second-half points to come back and get the best of Spain Park, 29-26. Let's move into some Class 6A scores.
Class 6A scores.
It's Coleman over Hazel Green, 29-21. Hartzell with that forfeit win over Columbia, 1-0. Decatur over Buckhorn, 16-14. Muscle Shoals gets by Athens, 27-13. Class 6A Region 7, Arab 24, Southside Gaston 7. Springville over Scottsboro, 24-21. It's Oxford over Pell City, 35-10. Class 5A we go.
Class 5A scores.
All right, Class 5A Region 8, Russellville blanks Lawrence County 43-0. May Jemison over Lee 28-22. It's East Limestone over Brewer 49-7. Class 5A Region 7, Boaz shuts out Sardis 28-0. Fairview over West Point 49-21. Gunnersville over Douglas 58-6. In Class 5A Region 6, Lincoln over St. Clair County 14-0. Centerpoint over Moody 40-11. Hayden over Leeds 41-0. Alexandria over Corner 51-15. Class 4A Region 8, it was West Limestone over West Morgan 31-14. It was Central Florence over Rogers 21-17. In Class 4A Region 7, it was Westminster Christian Academy 24, DAR 22. Madison Academy over North Jackson 33-0. New Hope edges St. John Paul II 14-7. Randolph over Madison County 35-21. Class 4A Region 6, it was Aniana over Dora 24-9. Hanceville over Good Hope, Good Hope over Hanceville, 47-28. Etowah blanks Asheville, 28-0. Class 4A Region 5, it was Northside over Hamilton, 40-18. Gordo over Haleyville, 38-0. It was Fayette County 28, Oak Grove 0. In Class 4A Region 4, Cherokee County 40, White Plains 0. And Jacksonville over Munford, 35-12. All right, we just got a few Class 3A scores here. Let's get through those real fast.
Class 3A scores.
All right, it's Lauderdale County 54, Elkmont 0, East Lawrence 20, Danville 7, Colbert Heights 20, Clemens 12. It's Sylvania 35, Collinsville 7, Geraldine over Plainview 26-20. Class 3A Region 6, Susan Moore falls to Winfield 48-7, Vinemont over Tarrant 49-0. It's Oakman 27, J.B. Pennington 13, and it's Carbon Hill 30, Holly Pond 24. And in Class 3A Region 5, Walter Welborn over Pleasant Valley 57-8, Piedmont over Weaver 70-13, and Sachs over Ohatchee 16-7. Hoax Bluff gets by Glencoe 48-7. All right, we'll run down Class 2A and 1A here in just a minute. But let's go inside the game a little bit. James Clemens, a 43-40 winner over Huntsville tonight over at Lewis Cruz Stadium. And he was on the call in the North Alabama area for the Huntsville-James Clemens game. And that is one Trudy Arman joining us now for a quick recap of this one. Plenty of points tonight.
Well, just like last week, Scott, it's a 3-point game for Huntsville. Didn't go their way once again, but a valiant effort by the Crimson Panthers, and certainly their offense has got on track the last 2 weeks, and they had an opportunity to shock James Clemens. They certainly got off to a slow start, down 14-0. James Clemens did a great job on the first possession, and then got a pick six. They hit Stone Wallace and returned that one for a touchdown. They were without some of their pieces in the secondary, the Jets were, and Huntsville High took full advantage of that. I mean, Stone Wallace, we know how good he was last week, Scott. He accounted for 7 touchdowns. He was even better this week.
Right.
5 touchdown passes, except for, those 2 interceptions early. Really didn't make any mistakes. And Huntsville High outplayed James Clemens the rest of the game, really, until the closing interception thrown by the backup quarterback. Really some tough luck for Huntsville. They were controlling the game in the fourth quarter, about to retake the lead, it looked like, when they were down, 35-34. And Stone Wallace on a 3rd down and 2, on the previous play, he ran for 5 yards, took a hard shot, and really ended up with an ankle injury and couldn't return. Jax McClung, the backup, responded after Huntsville had to, turn the ball over on downs. Huntsville forced a punt. They got Coffin cornered, but they scored in 2 plays on a 98-yard drive, their longest of the year. Jax McClung, a 92-yard touchdown pass to Jeremiah Lovelace, the senior, and they briefly retook the lead. But we talked about it on the show this morning, and you really have to give Gio Lopez, the quarterback of James Clemens. He's a true difference maker. Huntsville missed a tackle. They would have set up a 3rd down play on the sidelines. James Clemens dug their way out of a long yardage situation, got a 1st down at the 38, and then he just threw a seed on and really faked Huntsville out a little bit. They were playing the run. It was an RPO, and they caught him in a look with a young safety who's a really good player, Alec Husky. The young man Husky played well tonight, but he bid on the run, and perfect throw from Gio Lopez, about a 58-yard touchdown pass, 57 yards, and that they got James Clemens the lead again. They hit the 2-point conversion, and then the young quarterback hurried the throw a little bit and threw a pick, but just an unfortunate injury. I don't think it's serious to Stone Wallace. I think after the bye week he'll be back. But you just have to feel for those Huntsville kids, because losing the way they did to Bob Jones was so gut-wrenching. And then they get off to this slow start, and yet they respond and take it to James Clemens, only to fall short again. They're 1-4, Scott, but it doesn't feel like a 1-4 football team. They got a lot of good young talent, especially offensively. They just got to clean up some things, because once again, the kicking game, extra point blocked, 20 early in the after the first possession, they miss a 23-yard field goal. That comes back to haunt you too. So really feel for those kids. They fought, and then getting their quarterback hurt really was not easy. But the backup responded. Yet James Clemens, that's why they've been so good the last 5 years.
And on the
they respond.
On the flip side, James Clemens narrowly escapes again.
Yep.
They narrowly escaped against Bob Jones, that one going to overtime. And then they narrowly escaped tonight. I mean, what we're learning about James Clemens is they're able to win these close ones, but they easily, on the flip side, could have 2 region losses instead of being perfect in region play.
Yeah, they're 5-0, but they've got some defensive, deficiencies, and they have a kicking game issue as well. So they're really good, especially offensively and with their receivers. The running back, Dante Snodgrass, was great tonight, and certainly their quarterback is special. But again, I don't think there's a great team in this region because look what Bob Jones did tonight. They did a great job of going on the road in a tough place to play at Florence and getting a 29-21 win. The team that's kind of sneaking around now is Sparkman because they got another region win. They may be in the driver's seat right now. James Clemens is undefeated, so it's really Sparkman and James Clemens in the driver's seat. But I think it's wide open because I think you got to look at it because Bob Jones is now squarely in the mix for a playoff berth. I don't even think Huntsville High is completely out of it. And then you got Chip English getting his first win. So 7A Region 4 is pretty wide open right now.
All right, that's a great update there from the Class 7A Region 4. And we've only got a couple minutes left here. We need to finish up our Class 2A scores. Sky, let's get into some Class 2A scores.
Class 2A scores.
All right, it's Southeastern 32, Sandrock 28 in Class 2A Region 6. That one was a monster game. As we mentioned, there were 69 unbeaten teams starting at the beginning of tonight. 2 of those played each other, Southeastern and Sandrock. Southeastern gets the win. Westbrook Christian over Locust Fork 41-13. It's Cleveland 20, Spring Garden 13. Class 2A Region 5, Aliceville 37-0 over Cold Springs. Winston County 14, Addison 8. All right, Class 1A scores.
Class 1A scores.
All right, Class 1A Region 8, Waterloo 46, Vina 0. It was Decatur Heritage 46, Shoals Christian 0. Hackleburg 40, Cherokee 8. Class 1A Region 7, Tryon of Georgia gets the best of Cedar Bluff 49-0. Valley Head over Galesville 64-42. It was Summerton Christian 48, Woodville 0, and Appalachian 32, Coosa Christian 42 there. In Class 1A Region 6, Pickens County over Lynn 28-7. And we do have some Tennessee scores for you. It's Cornersville 21, Collinwood 0. Looking over the rest of our Hamilton, Northside over Hamilton 40-18. Gordo over Haleyville 38-0. That's going to do it. That is about all the time that we have for you tonight. We can tell you Brooks a 42-14 winner over Deschler. That is where Craig Thomas was at. He was going to join us, but weather made that thing go late. Deschler a big win there, or I said that Brooks a big win there. They stay unbeaten. That is this week's edition of the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show. We'll be back with you next Friday, 9:30 start time. You can catch us on 97.7 ESPN's Zone 3 to start. And then we'll be on 97.7 ESPN The Zone, 100.1 WLAY and 105.9 WKLS. Thanks to everybody. We'll see you back next week.
Never mind fall and football being in the air. We want to taste it.
And never mind not being able to tailgate at the game. Let's create the ultimate barbecue experience in your own backyard.
You said it, Foster Brooks, and that's where Brooks & Collier comes in. Big selection of outdoor furniture.
And a big selection of grills and smokers